Difficult conversations don't have to be too hard. There's a 5-step structure that works for pretty much all of them. And knowing these 5 steps will give you the confidence you need to handle all of those things that really need dealing with, but make everybody feel uncomfortable. So, let's go. Step number 1 is set the tone right from the start. Don't be too friendly at the beginning of the meeting. If you start off asking about their weekend or how the kids are doing, when you move on to the difficult issue at hand, it's going to be a big crunching gear change that makes everything feel more uncomfortable, not less. Next, set out the issue as you see it. Be specific, clear, give dates and times if you can. And if someone has reported something, well, explain that and what they said. Explain why the issue is an issue. What's the impact on other people? What's the effect on the team and on your corner of the business? And then lastly, for step 2, if you've had previous conversations about the issue, remind them of these and what was discussed and agreed. Don't go on and on. Be as brief as you can to cover all of the points in full, and then get to step 3, which is ask for their comments or explanation. You have to give them a chance to explain what's happened from their point of view. You have to listen to what they have to say. You can ask questions that demonstrate you're listening and help clarify things, but as far as possible, switch really strongly into a receiving mode at this point and hold on to anything you want to say for the next step, which is a discussion. And this can have several components. It might include you seeking clarity from their point of view, from both points of view. The person you're talking with might bring up new information or something you hadn't thought of. Sometimes you can get sidetracked with them bringing in something else completely. And in those situations, you're probably going to want to say, well, look, hang on a minute. Today we're talking about this thing, and I'll deal with that separately another time. Some situations are really cut and dried, don't need much in the way of discussion. But many difficult issues are multi-layered and need time for discussion before you move on to step 5. And by the way, I've got 2 key things to remember about difficult situations that I'll explain after step 5. So hang around for that. Step 5 is you need to conclude things with clear next steps and expectations. Now, this could be things that you're going to do as the manager, or could be things that you expect them to do immediately or going forward from now on. But you have to be really clear on what those steps and expectations are. Okay, 2 extra things to remember about difficult conversations, and then some good news. First, difficult conversations will be difficult for you too. You're going to feel some stuff, and that's normal and okay. So give yourself time to prepare beforehand and to reflect and decompress afterwards. Second, having difficult conversations is a skill. You get better at it with practice. So the first couple of times you do it, if you follow the steps in this video, you're going to be off to a great start. But just remember that you'll get better and better as you go on. And look, the good news is most one-to-one conversations with your team won't be difficult. They're actually the best bit of the leadership job. And all you need for great one-to-one meetings that really help you engage with your team and get stuff done is just 4 questions. So you should watch this video next where I take you through them. Okay? I'll see you there.